Okay guys, so my fuel level is low. I'm going to do a really quick video about following up and why following up is so important to what we do, okay? So the analogy that we use a lot in this business is that when you're messaging people and you're talking to people, and you're posting and you're making stories and doing polls and all those things, okay? When you're doing those things, basically what you're doing is you're planting seeds, okay? So you're messaging people, you're planting a seed in their mind about the business or the products. When you're posting and someone comments on that, you're planting a seed about what they're commenting on. When you are following up with someone, when you get votes on your polls and your Instagram stories and your Facebook stories, those are all opportunities for you to plant seeds in people's minds, okay? You're planting this idea that they need your hair, skin, and nails to grow their hair out, okay? Maybe they were interested in growing their hair, but, they didn't really have the money to justify it right now. But then all of a sudden, their fiance or their boyfriend proposes to them, and now they're thinking about a wedding, and they're thinking about their wedding photos, and now all of a sudden they're gonna need that hair, skin, and nails. They're gonna want their hair to grow. Now it has that value to them, okay? And what's important here is to remember that you've already planted that seed of the hair, skin, and nails in their mind. They've been watching your posts. They watch your stories. They're watching you enroll customers for the hair, skin, and nails. They're looking at your before and after photos. You've reached out to them once because they commented on your photo or on your host a post. And so they know who you are and they're kind of watching, okay? So what's gonna happen is you've now planted that seed. So think about a farmer. Think about a farmer who plants a seed in someone's head. They plant a seed in a field, okay? And what would happen if they didn't go back to harvest that seed that grew, that's blossomed? Well, they're gonna miss out on that opportunity to harvest what they've planted. So they're gonna lose out on their income. Imagine if a farmer went out and they had planted a whole field. Okay? They planted a whole field and then they just never went back to harvest it. That's what you're doing when you're talking to people all the time and you're not following up with them. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't work for you. That doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for them. Right? So our job, we're farmers. That's what we do. We're planting seeds all year round. And then it's our job, it's literally our job, okay, to go back and to follow up. If I'm not following up, I'm not doing my job. I'm not annoying people. I'm not frustrating people. I'm not ruining people's lives. I'm not a bad businesswoman for following up. I'm not a bad businesswoman because someone didn't buy my products right away either, or join my team right away. That has nothing to do with me and everything to do with them and what's going on in their life. And they're not a bad person for not buying your hair, skin, and nails right away. And they're not a bad person for not joining your team right away. Maybe they wanted to watch for a little bit. Maybe it wasn't the right time. Maybe they didn't see the vision. Maybe it just wasn't that season in their life that they needed what you were offering to them. Maybe they couldn't afford it, or, maybe they were skeptical. Guys, most of you watching this didn't join my team right away. I probably had to follow up with you at least a couple times. Right? We didn't just reach out to each other on the very first day that you'd ever, seen a post from me or I've messaged you and all of a sudden you were on my team. I had to plant the seed in people's minds of, what this business has done for me. And I've had to, stay consistent about talking about what this business has done for me and what I've been able to do and how many people I've been able to help. And, my customers, I had to show that I actually had a client base, like a clientele, and that customers were consistently ordering from me because they believed in what I was offering. And so I planted that seed, and had I have not followed up, we might not even see you on this team today. I wouldn't have joined if Brooke, my upline, hadn't have planted the seed and then watered it for a year and then followed up with me multiple times. I ignored her every time she followed up with me, or I'd throw some other question at her. But it took me a very long time before I joined her team and started this business, because maybe I just needed to be watered a little bit more than someone else. Okay? So it's very important. It's very, very, very important that you're planting your seeds, okay? That you're watering your seeds into plants, Okay, so you're fueling that fire. You're giving them something to watch. You're giving them something to see consistently and something to believe in. And then when all of that is said and done, you're giving them something to take and hold on to and take action. You're giving them a call to action, okay? You're following up with them, okay? So that's all our follow-ups are. Follow-ups are going back and harvesting the seeds that you've already planted and that have grown into something more, okay? So, following up, number of ways that I do it. If someone gives me a date to follow up with them on, I'm gonna follow up with them on that particular date. You know, if Susie tells me she wants to buy my hair, skin, and nails on Monday because that's when her bills are paid for the week, and so she's gonna know what she has to work with, I'm gonna follow up with her on Monday. Okay? That's when I follow up with her, because that's when she's told me to follow up with her. If she doesn't give me a date, say she gives me a month, say she says, okay, well, you know, I might have more money in December, and I know she's a student. She's probably gonna get some student loans or something in December that she can work with, so I'm probably gonna message her at the beginning of the month. She might not have that money at the beginning of the month, but maybe in the middle of the month when she gets the money, you know, now that's my opportunity to follow up with her. But I figured that out because I messaged her on the first of the month. Okay, that's one way. This is tax season. This is huge. Right now we are in tax season, so people are getting their taxes back. So I'm going to be following up with everyone and their mother, because this is tax season. This is when people have money to spend on a business of their own. They have money to spend on products of their own. So I'm following up with people then. January is a great month to follow up with people, because January is when people have New Year's resolutions. These months right now are also really amazing, because people are thinking, I'm pulling my summer clothes out and I'm not fitting into them. I want to lose some weight. Or they're thinking, I cut my hair this winter and I wish that I had my long hair back for summer. Or there's festivals or concerts that I'm going to and I need my long hair back. There's weddings in the summer. People are going on tropical destinations in the winter. So, we're following up with people all the time, all year round, because we have no idea what's going on in their personal life that's going to cause them to go, you know what, actually, I do need that product. I do need to start this business, okay? You don't know, someone might be totally fine with getting by, and then, like me, their favorite horse was sold out from underneath them, and now they think, like, crap, is this really all my life is going to be? It's time for me to join. You don't know what's going on in someone's life. So you can't prejudge that they don't want your product or they don't want your business because they've told you no. Okay? You can't limit yourself because someone's told you no. That doesn't make sense, okay? If they come right out and they're like, I don't want any of your products or your pyramid scheme or your business, that's fine. You can let them go. Push them through your tunnel and get rid of them. Take them off your Facebook, take them off your Instagram. If they're a really close friend or family member and they're trashing on you, maybe reevaluate how important they really are to you. Be like, can you support me in this? Ask them nicely. Be like, I understand that you don't want to buy anything from me, but can you either just be nice and support me, or can you just not say anything at all? That I would really appreciate that, because this is something that I'm really looking forward to doing for myself. You're allowed to be you know what I mean? But other than that, other than those people, when somebody says no, I get people all the time. I've had people tell me no, that my product was too expensive, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months later, they come back and they're like, oh, actually, I do need it. I know I said I couldn't afford it before, but I have a better job now, and I actually do want to grow my hair. So, can I still get my order in? Or they'll say, hey, I'm actually getting married now, or my birthday's coming up, or I got some birthday money, or whatever. There's a million reasons why someone's gonna say no and then come back and say yes. But all I'm saying is that you can't count people out just because they didn't buy your product on the first or second or third follow-up. Okay? Let's think about it this way. When you have somebody who says no, think about it in terms of you, okay? You joining the business, or you buying a product, or I don't know, I've bought mascara from Younique before. I love their Epic mascara, but I didn't buy it right away. I was very reluctant to buy it right away because I was like, do I really want to spend my money on this if I don't know if it works or not? But if I buy it from Sephora and it doesn't work, I can bring it back and just complain about it and they'll refund it to me right away. I don't want to have to ship this back if it doesn't work. You know, I was skeptical. So what I had to do is I had to be followed up with a couple of times. You know, the unique presenter who offered me the Epic mascara, she followed up with me and she kept asking and kept reassuring me and kept answering my concerns until finally I bit the bullet and I bought it and I loved it. Okay? We can't prejudge someone else's actions or decisions based off what we think is going on with them. Okay? So if someone says no, or if someone says not right now, or if someone says they can't afford it, or someone says, you know, whatever, just because someone can't buy your hair, skin, and nails doesn't mean that hair, skin, and nails is too expensive. You know? It's $50 in Canada or $33 in the US to grow your hair for a month. That's nothing. I paid $270 to get my hair colored and cut. That's it. And those results aren't permanent. I have to do it again in 3 months. And that's $270. And you're trying to tell me that our hair, skin, and nails is too expensive because someone told you that they couldn't afford it? That's insane. That's crazy. It's not too expensive. It's too expensive to buy, you know, $40 worth of the Thermophyte for a month's supply. To lose 30 pounds in a month, like 10 pounds a month, basically. $40 is too expensive for 10 pounds a month. How much money do people spend on Weight Watchers? How much do people spend on HelloFresh just to have the convenience of their food shipped directly to their house? That stuff's expensive. It's not too expensive just because someone can't afford it. When I want to go buy, you know, a pair of Lululemon tights, I'm not like, oh, no one's ever going to buy Lululemon tights. They're $100 for a pair of tights. That's too expensive. No one's ever going to pay that. No. I'm like, oh, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I mean, I can afford it, but like in the past, like I'd be like, I can't afford it. It's not that Lululemon tights are, you know, too expensive. They're worth it. They're just, I can't afford it right now. It doesn't mean no one's ever going to buy Lululemon tights. It just means that I personally can't afford it at this point in my life. And then, bam, I start making more money with my business and I march myself into Lululemon and I buy a pair of tights that I wanted all along that I just simply couldn't afford. And Lululemon wasn't losing sleep over my inability to purchase their tights because they were out there marketing and advertising and doing whatever and getting, you know, clients and like getting customers daily. People are buying from them daily. Just because I couldn't afford it doesn't mean that they aren't out there making bank on people who are, you know, silly enough to drop $100 on a pair of tights. They're not going to lower their price because I'm like, oh, it's too expensive. No, they know what they have is worth it. What we have is worth it. So don't be so concerned. Don't be so concerned that someone can't afford it. Just follow up with them. That's all you have to do. When I go into onto a Lululemon website, you know, they'll make me like put in my email address so that I can get a coupon or something. So I'll put my email address in. Now they're gonna follow up with me. They do the same thing we do. How many emails do you get a day from companies following up with you? You go to buy something from Sephora or American Eagle or wherever you're shopping, okay? It doesn't matter where you're shopping, just in general. If you buy something, they make you sign up for a loyalty program. They get your email and they send you emails. Why? Why do they send you emails? To follow up with you. Oh, we have this deal. Oh, we noticed you put something in your cart and never bought it. Here, have 10% off. Oh, we have this new product. Oh, we're going to be doing this sale. Literally, when there's sales on, I will get like 10 emails a day from a company if they have a sale on. Am I sitting here like, curse Lululemon for sending me a follow-up message? No, if I can't afford it, I'm just going to ignore it. And if I can afford it, well, now I'm going to be like, thanks, actually. I'd love to take advantage of that deal. I'm going to click through on that email right through to their website and place my order. I'm not like sitting here like, curse Lululemon. Lululemon sucks. I can't believe the audacity of them to follow up with me when I said I was interested in the first place. No, that's not how it works. You know, we get in our own heads. We're like, oh, these people are going to be so upset with me if I send them a message and follow up. They already told me they couldn't afford it. Okay. So are you saying that you're going to commit to never being able to afford a $30 hair, skin, and nails pill for your whole life? I'm not assuming that. I'm not going to assume that they're never going to be able to afford something for themselves. You reached out to me. You were interested because we talked about it. So I'm going to do my job and follow up with you. And I'm going to tell you this, guys. Very, very, very rarely will someone get upset with me for following up. Very rarely. I think in the 2.5 years I've been in this business, the hundreds of thousands of messages that I've sent out, I would say probably 4 or 5 people have come back to me and said, please stop messaging me. And I'm like, okay, like, I don't care. I'm moving on from that. I'm not wasting time being upset about that. But like, in 2.5 years and hundreds of thousands of messages for 4 people to be like, please stop messaging me, I'm not interested. No one's upset about that over here on my end, okay? That's not a big deal to me. That's like when you unsubscribe from an email list. Okay, just like, stop messaging me. Perfect. Problem solved. I'm moving on. Doesn't mean I'm a bad businesswoman. Doesn't mean I have a terrible business. Doesn't mean my products don't work or my business doesn't work. Just means that for whatever reason that person has decided that they're completely not interested, and that's fine. Okay? It's not a big deal to follow up in the sense that it's not going to hurt anyone's feelings. It's not going to offend anyone. It's not going to upset anyone. But what I will tell you is that it does require following up multiple times. Okay? Because the average, I think that I would follow up with someone 6, 7, 8, 9 times, and then they'll buy or join my team. Very rarely do people just enroll. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible. I get people who join my team right away, especially when I have deals on, and who have reached out to me from like a story or something. And I've had customers who buy right away as well, who I reach out to them for the very first time, or they reach out to me and they buy right away. But I'm gonna tell you this, when those people join right away, it's because even though we haven't connected personally, we have connected. Even though we haven't connected personally, we have connected. Okay? Because they've watched my stories, they've watched my posts, they've watched me enroll customers, sign team members, they've watched me work my business, they've watched me post about my dogs and my baby and my horse, and they think they know who I am, so they feel like they have a relationship with me even though we've never talked. So when I reach out to them because they've commented on, my Skinny Mocha post, they'll order right away because I've established that connection with them. Okay? But very rarely do I get immediate enrollments. I follow up with people. Okay? Following up is the lifeline of our business because that's just what it is to be in sales. That's what it is to have a product that you're selling to people, is following up. And it has nothing to do with you or the product and everything to do with them. And it's not annoying to me when someone doesn't buy my product when I follow up with them. They're like, oh, can you tell me on Friday, or can you message me on Friday? And then I message them on Friday and they don't want my product. They're like, no, sorry, I still can't afford it. I'm not upset about that. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm not offended that they're not buying it and they told me to message them and I just wasted my time following up with them. One, it's not a waste of my time because that's just one more. If they're going to join me on the 6th time and I just followed up with them, that's not a waste of my time because they just, sorry, I'm backing up. I'm not very good at parking. And it's an empty spot too. I'm not getting upset with them when they don't join right away because that's not a waste of my time, guys. Eventually they are. And then I'm going to be thankful that I followed up with them. So it's not a waste of my time, okay? And I'm not upset about it because I know it's not about me and it's not about my products or my business. I know at the end of the day that it's about them and their situation, and I'm here to help them. I'm not here to I'm not gonna make my living off of scamming them, okay? I'm making my living off of helping them. So it doesn't help them if I get all upset that they can't afford my hair, skin, and nails. That's not a helping mindset. That's not like, I'm not here to serve them. Now I'm just serving myself. Okay? So I promised that I was going to keep this to like 20 minutes to myself, and I'm at my 20-minute mark. But following up is the lifeline of our business, because at the end of the day, what we do is we plant seeds, we water them, and then we harvest them. Okay? And if you're not following up with people, you are not harvesting the fields and fields and fields that you have planted. And you're going to lose out on that income, just like a farmer would. Okay? So, that's everything, and I'll see you in the next unit.